Hello, Mandy Newworth here. Wow, November 22nd, 2021. Viva la revolution. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I've asked the cards to just talk about it. Um, just give us a status report as to our actions concerning our rise. So we just had to wait. Just had to wait. All right, what we got? Yeah. Okay, so what the cards are saying is we've really got to tune into our inner knowledge, our inner intellect. You know, that's like our intuition, but it's the understanding that comes with intuition. It's a very deep, you draw on all of your life experience. So it's time to do that because by doing that, it's actually going to bring that unexpected change, the great big fortunate movement, the big movement of unexpected events. So something is about to occur if we continue this. So for those that are still not drawing in to the intuition and the intelligence of your intuition, the really true knowledge, well, the hard part about that is this card is indicating that there's a massive spirit of denial. Okay, the spirit of denial is potentially those who aren't going to wake up, and that's just what their role is. But then you've also got the powers that be, possibly just in a great big state of denial. They're just going to keep going with what their plan is. What else have we got to say? All right. Now, it's very much in the energy field of Australia and New Zealand at the moment. This is the best card that we can see for us. We have to keep that inner intuitive knowing, get out of the state of denial because we're taking it down. We're taking it down one piece at a time. The tower is all of the structures. It's all of those things that they have created. And what's happening is the veneer is coming off. So if we can keep our foot on the accelerator on a gentle cruise, we're going to help continue to break that outer coating. And then, you know, and if you can feel, we're going through the pains of something new occurring. And that's what the hard part is that, you know, it's like childbirth. It's painful, but look what you get. It's just incredible. So it's part of the destruction of what they have formed and what has occurred for a very long time. It's the cracking of the outer coating. It will reveal all the truths. We just got to keep our gentle pressure. So it also is about us overcoming, you know, overcoming those difficult, frightening parts of awareness because it's quite hard to wake up. There's a lot of awake people that are just really quiet at the moment because we're so battle weary for, you know, decades and decades, and I just want to put a big, I'm a proud person. I'm very proud of what I'm seeing. You know, I've got to thank all of this structure for creating this revolution. It's just fantastic. It's in fact divine, I would put it. So within this reveal of the veneer coming off so you can see what's actually going on, massive amount of uniting going on. Look at this. How perfect is this? Our tribal people, let's unite with our tribal people. It is so imperative. It's so imperative. You know, enough days. We cannot be led into the trap of discrimination, and our hearts won't let it happen. So in this, it's going to create all of this unity, which we're just seeing so much of it, experiencing so much of it. It's going to create a whole new rhythm. So when you know yourself and trust your intuition, this can occur. Okay, woohoo! This is pretty exciting. So this is also the mirror of the soul. So there's going to be a massive amount of self-reflection at the moment. I mean, if I was somebody who was a little bit, you know, on, how can I put it, unaware, I would have been watching all of the action all over Australia on Saturday, and I would be thinking, maybe I need to think or feel a little bit differently. you know, the soul bridge between the inner and the outer world is being affected on a lot of people at the moment. So that's what that's saying. Let's keep it all going. What else can we see? Yeah, okay. Yeah. All of the mental imprisonment, like with this one, it really is the encapsulation of the program, okay? And it is that real last battle it's looking like because there's swift change occurring with it. So again, it's unexpected change, and we have to seek out. This is the spiritual. They're talking to you on a spiritual level here. You've just got to gently allow yourself to release the you know, the old things, to break the chains down, okay? Because it's like when Sydney was in lockdown, when people got in their cars and drove to the outskirts and left, there was no border police or anything like that. There is a mental prison going on. So let's help to bring and crack that mental prison down. That's the one that we've got to help our dear fellow brothers and sisters with, to break that down. And I think that was such a massive start on Saturday. Just incredible. And it was just after, 12 hours, a bit more than that, after the full moon as well. And yeah, really, it really helped everybody. So this one here is that unexpected. It's unexpected change. So we've got unexpected events, breaking down, uniting new rhythms, trusting yourself, and then breaking the chains. Breaking the change will cause this swift action of making bad into good, taking dark and turning it to light. Oh, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So again, this is that ability that we have when we know how we want things to be. So we imagine a unified, beautiful world where all of this tyranny is changed and all of our systems, our natural law systems are in place, because we don't want the old, we want our true nature to reign supreme. So that's transmutation, turning things around, and it is an art. There's a lot of skill in doing that. So I think that what's also being seen are the massive contradictions, and they're just shining because that veneer's been taken off, so everything can be revealed. Just a little bit into the future, just a little bit up ahead. It could be in 5 minutes' time or whatever it is. So I mean, this card is all about the emotions being just so stagnated and so disgusting. It's called debauched, and that's just no respect, no trust, no anything like that. Nothing like that. So there's a whole lot of delusion going on, and it's still lying in that whole desire and lust, in that false pleasure of things. So that's probably the easiest way to put that, that false pleasure. So it's all about lies and it's all about mistakes. So we know this really, really well, okay? But then a dissolving can come. And in that dissolving, there's a sort of feeling of real dullness when things are changing, from this. So it's this card can be galactics, but it's like we're galactic beings. So therefore, we could, in fact, to rescue ourselves and help ourselves to reach for our galactic selves. That's not hard. You just have to close your eyes and just connect. It's right there. I did a workshop in the early 2000s on that. We have multiple parts of ourselves. And so this could actually bring, if we can grasp the higher concepts and bring them down to earth, new changes, new beginnings on earth. So this is what we need to work on. So it's the delusion, total delusion. It's that, muddy false pleasures. It's lies, all that sort of thing. And it's that sleepiness. And also that desire to escape the reality. So we have to face up to that reality, bringing in this energy. We have to be very careful not to be reckless. Okay? We have to believe in our future. That's this card. So that's that really sort of cosmic energy. We really need to know what we're here for. And take some introspections. Take some introspections and really see how we want our future to be. That's the sort of card that it is. And of course, the Ace here, it's just simply new material energies coming in. New things. It could even be natural law. It is that original origin, or how things are formed. So what that's really saying is know yourself, know how you want the future, hold on to the future as if it's here now, and keep that momentum going. It's just important. Oh, lots of love. Well, isn't that true? So much love. All of the reports I got about Saturday is there is just so much love. We are love beings, and hold on to that simple fact. Love is when we flow, and it's emotional harmony. So out of everything, the emotional harmony that we can hold is going to get us through, totally get us through. Because love is something that we hold inside of ourselves and we radiate it out. And that love conquers it all. So absolutely beautiful. And in shining this love, in other words, it's really saying, get it, really keep it going. Just keep this love vibe going, because it's starting to form. We've got two aces. That means, and we've got unexpected changes. We've got unexpected events. We've got the tower falling. We've got all of these things. Plus, we've got two new energies, a fresh start, new beginnings, which is amazing. And of course, sun. The sun, that symbolizes, of course, looking at the light, holding the light inside of us, striving for the light, striving for the love and light. Yeah, love and light and emotional harmony. And that love, light, emotional harmony, new beginnings, bringing in the new beginnings. It's right there, right in front of you, two new beginnings. We've got so much going on. We've got to keep it up, because we're only at the bottom of the mountain now, but we've got a crowd at the bottom of the mountain. I'm so proud, so proud. All right, thank you, Slubbies. I just want to do one on the governments, because we just need to have a little bit of a look. Are they? How are they holding up, huh? How are they holding up? I'd say they're the ones that are in denial the most. What was that comment from Dictator? It was, protests don't work. Gosh, if I was any of them, I'd be listening. I'd be listening real close, because, it's changed. It's just changed, totally changed. People are paying attention, and they really hoped people wouldn't. They really thought that they had broken with people. And I do see us as that we were like a sleeping lion, Okay, how are the governments, the people, the controllers? Okay, so I really want to see this. Okay, so they fell out. Defeat. Yeah, their own demonic thinking has created a lot of strife, instead of it being the wonder, the gift that we hold. I'm going to have to shuffle again. All right, how are these politicians, power and people, corporations, whoever they are, secret societies, how are they feeling? Well, they're going through a transformation, guys. They're going through a transformation. There's been a lot of sacrifice and a lot of dedication, but perhaps there's been a lot of selfish behaviour, really selfish behaviour, no sensitivity about things. And you could even put in innocence, because I think when you're in a bubble, when you're in a vacuum sealed environment, that's the only environment you know. No apologies, but basically I think that selfishness, that lack of love and sympathy and sincerity, coming to an end. That behavior is coming to an end. Okay, so this is a Sun of Transformation, and this card here is also the transformation. So big things are transforming. It's as simple as that. So there's a whole lot of devotion again, and it's about heroes. So this is talking about how heroes, like if you think about the way we have all viewed the PM or whatever, and that they are the utmost honourable, and they're called that, honourable. Well, it's coming to an end. Sun of Transformation, the transformation. Because what's happened is that they've resisted the outside world. They've been really indecent, arrogant, and ignorant, and they don't really understand that difference that we have. Our instinct is courage, and our spirit has a soul. Our spirit is a feeling. So the politicians have been basically, or the powers that be, I should say, have basically been the soldiers to usher it all in. And we're just going to leave that there. Yes. Well, of course, it's all of the money comes from a construct that is created from more of a demonic, well, it is from a demonic, and in fact, when you've been a truther, you find out that fiat currency is a fraud, and all these things are just such an illusion, like an incredible delusion to illusion. And I think that's what we're in now, is that transformation out of illusion. So the power of prosperity, I mean, they've always held that energy. The power of prosperity, what happens to us? Where's the solid foundation? As we know, it's all been greed-based, selfish-based. Well, that's changing, that's really changing. It's got to change, because it can't be greedy anymore. It cannot be greedy. So that's what this is, because greedy is all wrapped up into the wrong thinking. That's it there. Okay? The wrong greedy thinking. And out of it, we get the understanding now. We're getting understanding. It's aspiring, and we need to aspire to an emotional and dreaming world to get ourselves out of it. Okay, we know that, but they are actually still stuck in this kind of world. I'm finding these hard to read because it's just not my world. So it looks like they're having a massive reflection of inner world, and getting stirred up in their subconscious perhaps, and in their consciousness. Seems to be a bit of a battle going on. I mean, that was what they created as well. And that harmony issue, harmony that we're talking about, new harmony coming. So there's some kind of new rhythm coming. There's some kind of breaking of the chains. So as we know, that would say to me that what it's saying is all of what we've had has got to end, because its motives were incorrect. And we've got new rhythms coming. And we have to keep the new rhythms in check as well. But we have to sever the chains of what we knew rather than what we've had. And rather what we've had, because what we've had has just been not servicing. And again, look at that. So it can happen quickly. It can happen really, really quickly. But we need to have that light within to understand what it is. They are thinking they're going something swift is about to happen. Whatever they do, it's going to be really futile, incredibly futile. It's just not going to work. Something very soon. They're really going to try. It's going to come from a really narcissistic, yucky energy, that difficult. They're going to continue that alienation, that bitterness, and that hatred for life. So just beware. They're really going to try something. But if we know about it, yeah, it's going to be a bit cruel. They're going to be cruel. This is just the energy around it. Well, we know they have been cruel. They've been very, very cruel. And that cruelty is a soul lesson for all of us, but at the same time, it's our way through. See, because they're all back to front. They're satanic inverted, you see. See, because they're into the cruelty, into the wrong kind of lust and their own abundance. So what I'm seeing is that all of these things, we just have to be super duper aware, super duper aware of what they're doing, and we can turn it around with the power of the people. We can turn it around. This card here, the cruelty card, is also that we're getting so much verification, and because we get that verification and we know that we're suffering, etc., the fear is then the guide. So for us, we need to know what's going on. Plus, it's coming to an end. Abundance, emotional abundance, is going to be coming right along. So it's going to grow, and there's going to be a benefit somewhere up ahead. So it looks like we're in for a bit of a tricky little bit. So this is actually, instead of it being the last card, it's that high energy, really high energy. So wonder what's going to happen. I'd say that we just really need to keep a high energy, rise above all the cruelty, and draw in our emotional harmony to create the abundance of love. Well, I'm so looking forward to this next Saturday. I'm looking forward to the future, and I can see the end of all of this. Everything is revealed. We've got a few court cases coming up. We've got one starting tomorrow to do with Hillsong. Got so much going on. So it's time to just wash yourself in a beautiful light. Let it dissolve all of the confusions and the energies that just don't need today, and allow that energy to really circulate around your body. And we're going to bring that energy in, and we're going to ask it to move through our body and bring this harmony, bring this emotional harmony in. Help me to transmute, to transform the dark to light in my own being. And I'm going to leave you there to just ponder those parts of yourself and clean your energy out. And I love you so much. Talk to you soon.